Hey guys! Today I will be showing you how to do an easy, natural, everyday look. This makeup tutorial can be used by anyone, whether you're trying to cover up a breakout or if you just want to accentuate some of your features for an easy, natural look. First, I will show you all of the products that I like to use. I always start out with this Power Grip Primer by e.l.f. All of these products you can get from Target, Walmart, or just your Dollar General or drugstore. I always use this Maybelline New York Lash Sensational Sky High Mascara. I feel like it works wonders on my lashes. I always use this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. I get the hydrating because I feel like my face tends to be more dry in the winter months. And this is in the shade Light Ivory. I have this bronzer and this e.l.f. Putty Blush for my cream products, and then I also use a powder blush and a powder bronzer, and this is Tarte in the shade Quirky, and this is LA Colors. I like to use this highlight by Revolution. It really brightens up my face, and I just love the way that it looks on me. And then sometimes I will use this e.l.f. Clear Brow Gel if I want my eyebrows to stay in place all day or whatever. And then I use this Airspun Translucent Face Powder to set my concealer under my eyes, on my smile lines, and in my T-zone where I maybe tend to get kind of greasy. And then I always finish up with this e.l.f. setting spray. Now that I've told you what makeup that I use, it's time to start getting ready. I always wash my hands first to eliminate germs and to kind of keep my face more clean during this. I like to put my hair back with these clips. So we'll just put them back, just so it's out of my face and not bothering me or anything. I also always start out with getting my beauty blenders wet so it's easy to spread the makeup around on my face. And then first I start off going with my primer. So I only use a couple pumps of this and I just spread it all over my face. And then after I'm done applying this, I will let it dry. I make sure to get it on my under eyes so my concealer stays. Just get it so we can blend out well. So while that dries, I'm gonna go get my beauty blenders wet and I will be back in just a second. Okay, so now that my beauty blenders are a little bit damp and ready to go, I let my primer dry just enough so it's a little bit tacky so the makeup stays on well. I'm gonna go in with my mascara while I let everything get a little bit more ready, and I just go from the ends of my lashes and I do a couple bit of coats. I do like to get my bottom lashes just a little bit, and then voila. Next, I will go in with my Camo Concealer, and I use this, I like to use this on my breakout areas and under my eyes because, well, I have bags. So I go in there. Okay, that should be good. And now I go in with my big beauty blender and just start blending everywhere. Okay, and now depending on the occasion, I will do a little more full coverage, but for now, I'm just gonna keep it a natural look and everything should be blended out now. You kind of look like a ghost at this point, but you gotta trust the process. Next, I go in with my contour, and I like to put it under my cheekbones to get a little more color in there, and around my forehead like this to make my forehead look a little less big. And sometimes I will do it on my chin, my jawbone there, just to make the line a little more prominent. And so I just go in and I blend like that, really nice and easy.
And it blends out really nicely. Alright, that makes me look a little more tan.
Because, well, it is winter months and it's I'm a little pale right now. Okay, next I'm going with the e.l.f. Putty Blush, and I just use the end of this little beauty blender, and I go in there and I just twirl it around a little bit, and then I put it on the upper parts of my cheekbones and up into my temple area. Just because that's a technique that works best with the shape of my face. And sometimes I will bring it down more into the fuller part of my cheek there. I really do like blush, so makes me look kind of sun-kissed and just, I don't know, I just really like it. And this is in the color Tahiti, I think. Okay. Sometimes I'll do it over the bridge of my nose just a little bit. Brings that kind of sun-kissed look in there. Okay, now next, now that I'm done with all of my cream products, I go in with my powder to set them all. So I go in with my powder blush, and this is Tarte. I just go over all of the blush that I just put on. It makes it a little bit darker so you can actually see it. And then I use the LA Colors bronzer just to bring a little more color into my face. I don't use very much of this because it is powerful. I do it on my forehead, on my cheeks there a little bit. And sometimes I just put it wherever because I look a little bit pale right now. Okay, so now that I'm done with those two, I'm going to use this brow gel today. I don't always use it, but I want my eyebrows to stay in place, so I just lightly go over my eyebrows with it. I don't use any type of brow filler because I have some pretty dark brows already, and I don't really need any more color there. And that's how they look. They'll dry and it looks really nice. Next, I will go in with this Airspun setting powder. And this is sometimes kind of a little bit of a mess, but I take it with this powder brush, and I like to press it into my under eyes so that it sets it, and it kind of helps with creasing because I have some smile lines under there, and here I like to set also so it doesn't crease during the day. So I just put that there. And this is also really good to put in places that you might get kind of greasy. So it kind of dries that up, and it makes it look like you're not as shiny there. So there, I like to just press it in. And I'm also going to press it into this T-zone up here a little bit because that's where I tend to get a little shimmery during the day. Okay. So then I just kind of leave that there. I let it kind of bake. And then while I do let that kind of sit there, I go in with this highlighter from Revolution. It's a really, really pretty color. And I like to use this to kind of like brighten up my face a little bit. And I use this brush. I use it at the end of my nose, on my cupid's bow on my lips, at the tops of my cheekbones, sometimes down my nose a little bit, underneath the arches of my eyebrows, and on the inner corner of my eyes. Okay,
And so now that I have that done, I'm gonna kind of wipe away this. And under my eyes, just kind of. And up here. Okay. Now that I've done all of that,
I'm basically done with my makeup routine. I do get a little bit of concealer on my lips, so I'll just use a makeup wipe to get that off of there. I usually don't use any lip color, just chapstick. Once in a while, if I'm like going to church or whatever, I use this like tinted moisturizer for lips. I'm not sure. The color is Flash Dance. And I like to use it just in the top part, in the bottom of my lip there. Just on the edges, and then I kind of just rub it in. Really pretty, natural looking color. Okay, so now that you're basically done with everything, you're gonna go in and finish up with your setting spray. You just spray it all over to make sure that everything stays all day. So you just spray it everywhere. And once it dries, you should be set. So now that you've used your setting spray and you're all done, you can take out your hair clips. Obviously, you don't want to be walking around with these in your hair all day. And now you can go on with your day with confidence. And I hope that you guys learned something about makeup today.